Very good afternoon to you. Welcome to I Do Well. My name's Shona. It's great to have your company this afternoon. It genuinely is, because there's very rarely do we get a chance on Shopping Telly to actually feel that we're bringing something that can be really genuinely life-changing. But that's what we've got here. This is Luggie. It's from our wonderful partners that we have with Local Mobility. This is all about retaining your independence. This is all about you being able to get out, getting to those special occasions, being able to maybe go out for dinner, maybe go on the holiday that you always dreamt of going on, maybe being able to go to a christening, go to a wedding, maybe there's a school reunion, and all of these invitations come through and you think, I can't do this. This is not something that I can do anymore. Maybe it is just genuinely everyday life when you feel that actually, you just want to be able to poodle out, go to the shops, be independent, meet your friends for coffee of an afternoon. I was going to say we've definitely got the answer for you. Now, we've got exclusive deals for you and a free accessory pack. Now, that free accessory pack is worth well over £240, and that's ex-VAT. So there's lots that we're going to go through. I'll show you all of that as we go through. Now, with this, first thing I want to say to you is when you contact the customer care team, it is absolutely, categorically, no obligation. This is about being able to give you the opportunity to find out if Luggie and Local Mobility are right for you. The customer care team are there ready for you to help. But it gives you access to a home demo in your home, in the comfort of your own home, again, with no obligation. All of your Luggie scooters come with a lifetime limited warranty, which is wonderful for peace of mind. Now, also, the exclusive deal also comes with 3 months' worth of free insurance. I mean, this is just fantastic. So really what Local Mobility and Luggie have done, and with us here at Ideal World, is they've come together to give you these exclusive deals, to give you little extras that give you that peace of mind, and also to help you open the world of opportunity in 2023. Now, that is something to bear in mind, 2023, because this is a long year ahead of us and we've been shut up, haven't we? We've been stuck in our homes. We haven't been able to do things, and now we're getting excited about being able to get out in the world. It might not be you. It might be someone that you know. In fact, I got one of these, my partner and I got one of these last year for his mum, in order to allow her to retain that incredible independence that we knew that she wanted. Now, look at all of these happy customers that we've got here. I mean, look at that, just taking the dog for a walk. I mean, that's so important, isn't it? Being able to get out to the things that you want to do, go on these cruises, because this is Luggie, and we're going to go through all of this. The fact that they fold up, the fact that you can take them on planes, you can take them onto cruise ships as well. Now, we've got someone very special with us. We've got Brand Ambassador from Local Mobility. We've got our lovely Scott with us today.
Hi, Shona.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. I mean, I asked your advice last year, didn't I? I was sort of picking your brains about getting one of these for my partner's mum, and I know what a difference this can make. But why was Luggie invented in the first place?
So originally, Luggie was invented by a man called Arthur Wang, and Arthur Wang designed a scooter because he wanted his wife to have the feeling of going out and enjoying herself a little bit more, going abroad, going on to public transport, going in a car, for instance. So basically, that's what he wanted to do. And then as soon as he's done that, he thought, this is brilliant. Oh, let's put it out to the public, and so everyone else can enjoy that. And that's how the Luggie was born.
Brilliant. Now, we have got 2 specific models in the studio, but there's a huge range that are open for you. But before we actually look at these specific models that we've got here in the studio, Local Mobility.
Yes.
Who actually are they?
So Local Mobility are a company that started back in 2009. Yeah. They've been going ever since. They started off as a national company, as a family company, and just grew into a national company. So they've got all the knowledge, all the experience, and we've taken it through to all the customers. We're exclusive to the Luggie. We can do a home demonstration. We'll come to your house.
And it could be someone like you.
It's no obligation. Yeah, it would be me, myself, John, or Alan.
Right.
Sorry, I forgot its name a second now. We're also part of the British Health Trade Care Association and the trading standards here in the UK as well. So.
Now, obviously, Luggie and local mobility have literally changed the lives of so many people. They genuinely have.
Yes.
But customer satisfaction,
yes,
and that sort of aftercare is so important to them as a company, isn't it?
Absolutely. Without customer satisfaction, you don't really have a great company. But we always follow the customer satisfaction to a T. We follow you. We make sure that we're there before, during, and after. You're never on your own, and we always help you with any questions that you do have.
The thing about local mobility is they have grown exponentially. They've become such a huge company, and the fact that they've always worked by that charter, haven't they? But now the fact that they've put it in black and white, they've put it on paper, I think that's even more peace of mind. I love looking at these images. You see people in wonderful locations. Obviously, there's London. I think probably the last one was Italy. There you go, someone on a cruise ship. It is about opening the world, isn't it? It's about giving freedom back. You know, our worlds, all of our worlds, everybody's world became a little bit smaller, didn't it, over the last few years?
Yes,
and if your mobility has changed over that time as well, it could feel like, how am I ever going to get out there? But actually, when we hear from some of your wonderful customers who've absolutely loved it, and as Philip here, he says, I love the freedom my Luggie has given me. Having a lovely day out at RHS Wisley Gardens. This is the third time I've been here since having my Luggie, which has made me able to visit places I haven't been able to for a long time, including the National Trust. Whatever your joy is, whatever it is, whether it's just getting around the shops, going to meet friends for a cup of tea, it's about giving you that independence. Wendy Pritchard here says, with my mobility problems, a walk to town was a nightmare. It was 1 or 2 shops, then I had to go home. Not anymore. My Luggie has given me a new lease of life. I can go where I want and as far as I want. Thank you, Sean. So that's Sean Ryan who's talking about there, one of our presenters here. Thank you, Sean and Luggie, for changing my life. To those who were like me, undecided and nervous, I say, go ahead. You will never regret it. P.S. Brilliant. Well done, Wendy. It's on to a plane next. That's fantastic news. So I mentioned briefly, didn't I, that we've got the 2 different models that we're showing here, but there are so many for you to have a little look on the website as well, which is all the w's.luggiescooters.com. So now this one we're looking at here is the Standard. So this has got suspension support. It's going to give you up to 4 miles per hour. Now, it is adjustable. We'll go into that as well. And the range that you get from one single charge is up to 12 miles, which is probably more than you actually need at any one time on those charge. And you've got this in 2 different colours that are available for you. So we'll go through those as well. Now, you'll notice on the left-hand side of the screen, it says, quote, IW 2103. That's today's date. So basically, it's just a way of kind of recognising that you've been watching our show. So if you do give the customer care team on 0800 012 4260, then just quote IW2103 and then you'll be able to get those exclusive deals. So now the other model that we're going to look at is the Super Deluxe. So slightly different, some different specifications. Could you just go through what's different about this one then, Scott, please?
Yeah, you talk about the features on the Super Deluxe that we've got here then. So you'll notice that it's a little bit of a bigger scooter. So the scooter on this is a little bit wider, takes up to 25.5 stone of user weight. Makes it a little bit heavier to lift as well, but we'll show you that later on. It doesn't become cumbersome. To lift into a car. We can do that easier by only taking half of the weight. You get your armrests included on this, and your seat on this is about 17 inches, so it's a nice wide seat on here.
That was fast.
You've still got the 10.5 amp battery on there, gives you around about 10.5 miles, maybe get a little bit more out of that as well. If you wanted to upgrade that anyway, you can get a 16.5 amp battery, and that will give you up to 16 miles on a single charge.
I'm going to try and reverse this now. So in terms of, obviously the first one that we looked at, the Standard model, we know, we've come to learn that is very easy to fold.
Yep.
What about this? Is this a foldable model as well, Scott?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Do you mind if we have a look at you doing that?
Absolutely.
But make
Of
you do
course.
some work if you don't mind.
Oh, wow.
I think that is what makes these so different, isn't it? Is when you look at mobility scooters, thank you.
Yes.
When we looked at mobility scooters in the past, and maybe you have considered having a mobility scooter, the fact that it can be big, the fact that it can be bulky and cumbersome can put you off.
Yeah.
This is the joy, isn't it, of a Luggie?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, most people that have scooters will have what we call a breakdown scooter, where they take it to pieces. So there'll be 4 or 5 different pieces. You're lifting it into the car. You're playing jigsaw with it. You don't really know how you're going to fit the seat in, how the battery alone's too heavy. This is what the folding scooter does. Fold it up, put it into the car, you're good to go. You don't need to take anything apart. You just need to unfold it. And I'm going to show you how to fold it down right now, okay? So we've got your tiller bar at the front, and that's what we're going to do first. And that's very simple. We've got 2 clamps. There's a top clamp at the top here, sorry, and you've got a second clamp. The first one is facing that way, second one is facing that way. So if we undo those clamps and drop your tiller bar down, just like that, and then you've got a little clip just at the base of the scooter just here. So undo the clip and release the bridge, pull that lever and drop the tiller all the way down, okay? Handlebars will fit into the gap just there, that's all fine. And then we've got 2 chassis clips either side of the scooter, okay? So one here, just up and over to release, and exactly the same on the other side. So up, over, and release, okay? Now, when it comes to taking the seat down, we're going to do taking the weight of the seat. So the small movement that you can see there, so I've just lifted that up slightly. There's a red lever just at the base. I'm going to pull that red lever, and I'm going to drop that seat down. Okay, 2 ways of folding. This is what we call the suitcase. This is what we call the skateboard position, which is good for going in the cars, which we'll show you later. But then you also have your suitcase position as well.
It really does. I mean, talking about actually having a mobility scooter actually opening your life up and allowing you to have more flexibility and more opportunity to get out and do the things that you want to do. Having a foldable scooter as well, that makes it a much more tenable idea for so many more people, because storage has always been an issue.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of people that we go to, one, they'll either try and leave the scooter in their car, which they can do with an off-board charger. All the Supers come with that.
Yeah.
But what you also find is people want to take it into the house. And taking it into the house, they might find it a little bit too heavy or they won't fit on a bigger scooter. So that's why a foldable scooter is brilliant. You can stand it up in the skateboard position, or you can sit leaning down in the suitcase position.
And don't forget that when you do call the customer care team, it is completely no obligation, and all you're doing is actually opening up the opportunity to see whether this is right for you. See that, just tucking down there behind where you put your coats, next to the TV, under the stairs. It really is. It's just a brilliant thing. It means it's an opportunity for everyone. Now, we did just talk about the onboard charger there that all the super models come with, but I wanted to also ask you, because I think the super model gives you an opportunity to actually upgrade the battery as well.
Yes, so your deluxe models and your plus models, they are both upgradable to a 16.5 amp battery. So what that means is that you get a lot more distance. So if you wanted to do extra miles, 16 miles for instance, you could just upgrade the battery. You'll have that in there and you can go a little bit further.
Talking about going a little bit further, where are you going to go? Where is this going to open up for you? Where have you always wanted to go? Have you always had a special place that you've wanted to visit with friends and family that's felt for the last while a little bit out of reach? It's not been something that you feel that you can achieve. Maybe you feel that you're holding the rest of the family back because you haven't been able to walk with them. You haven't been able to take in the sights with people. And so you haven't wanted to do a city break, for example, but you know that your loved one or your grandchildren want you to go and visit them in a certain place. Maybe there is a very, very special celebration coming up and you would like to go, but in the back of your mind you feel that you're going to be a burden to someone because they're going to have to help you get from the car to the venue, then to another venue, sit at the table. Having your own independence and being completely in control of that with your Luggie, whatever model you go for, it really does allow you the opportunity to enjoy everything that you should be enjoying. You've worked hard, you've had a long life of being able to do things, and then maybe It's changed for you now. Why should you not have that freedom? Why should you not have that joy and those experiences that everyone else is having? You can have them. All you need to do today is make that phone call or get onto the website and contact the customer care team at Local Mobility. And remember, it is absolutely no obligation. This could be you. You know, this genuinely could be you going out to somewhere special, going to your favourite exhibitions, going to your favourite shops. Now, this is actually at the NEC Camping and Caravanning Show. Maybe that's something that's felt that has been out of reach for you. Maybe you used to love doing camping and caravanning with the rest of the family, but up and now that's all changed. With your Luggie, it's foldable, remember. You're going to be able to pop it back in the camper van, pop it in the back of the car, pop it in the back of the camper home and be able to get out there and enjoy life again. Now, I just wondered, talking about that, I mean, it's great here. We can see on these pictures hiding it underneath that table there in your camper van. But sometimes it's a little bit difficult in the perspective, isn't it, to actually see something on a photograph. So we wanted to show you here in the studio. So we've gone back to the standard model, haven't we, Scott?
Yep.
And we've got a sort of medium-sized suitcase here. And I think, is that why they were called Luggie in the first place?
Exactly that, yes. Yeah, Luggie for luggage. It folds down as small as a suitcase, so you could do there, and you can wheel it along.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's such a great idea. So they've got, once it's folded up in that formation, it actually, you tilt it and it has its own wheels, and you just wheel it about like it is a piece of hand baggage. Exactly
that. Just bring your tiller all the way up to the top or wherever you want it, and we'll use the front two wheels and wheel it along wherever you need to go. Okay, so you don't need to lift it.
And of course you can go onto planes, you can go onto cruise ships, you can go onto trains, you can pop it into the back of the car. Literally, then your life becomes back to what you always wanted it to be, opening all of that freedom and that opportunity again. Now, all you actually need to do is arrange that free home, no obligation demonstration. That's what I think is so brilliant about this, because Luggie and Local Mobility have felt so strongly about, and obviously that's why they were invented in the first place, is to make sure that you get that opportunity to continue that freedom, to be able to live your life to the full. They want to make sure that you don't feel under any pressure. All you're doing today, by picking the phone up, by going onto the website and requesting that home demonstration, is showing that you would like to start living your life, or showing that you would like to find something for another member of the family. Now, it is just that first step, isn't it? And do please remember, I know I keep harping on about it, I sound a little bit like a stuck record, but I just want you to really know that it is no obligation. If it's not right for you, you are under no obligation to go further with it. But anyone who does go for a new Luggie through Local Mobility will get themselves this exclusive free accessory pack. This is part of this exclusive deal that we have here at Ideal World. Now, it is worth over £240 there. That's ex-VAT. We're going to go into that, all the inclusive of VAT and ex-VAT in a moment, but don't worry about it too much. But you've got your car bumper mat. You're going to see that in use in a little while. That's to help you get it in and out of the car without scratching the paintwork. You've got your car inverter, or in nice layman's terms, I love that, it's your in-car charger. Your backpack's brilliant because it's not just a great backpack, but it's also, you can see those little bits on the side there, they're actually for putting your walking sticks in. So everything's been thought about. And a seat cushion, so if you are going to be in your Luggie for quite a while, just making it super, super comfortable as well. Now, if you are looking at some of these prices and you're thinking, actually, it's a little, I love the idea of this, but it feels a little bit out of reach at the moment, doesn't feel like it's something that I can achieve. Luggie do also have a range of pre-loved scooters on their website. So when you get in touch with the contact centre, whether you go via the phone on 0800 012 4260, or whether you go onto the website, all the w's.luggiescooters.com, just say to them, could you tell me about your pre-loved scooters as well? Just to reiterate, though, your free accessory pack and your 3 months of free insurance is with your new scooters. Now, this is just to give you a little comparison here of the two most popular ones. So we're showing you them here in the studio. Your Standard gives you a maximum user load there of 18 stone and a range of up to 12 miles. Now, seat width, so you can just get an idea of how comfy you're going to be, is 14.5 inches. And those are the two colours. They've got fancy names, but black and red, basically. And then you've got your 10.5 amp battery in there. You can see that ex-VAT price. The reason for that is if you do need a mobility scooter, you probably are going to be ex-VAT, but there are more information about that, and also the customer care team will tell you about that as well. Now, the Super Deluxe, which was the second one that we showed you, that will take you up to 25.5 stone of user weight there, and go a range of 10.5 miles. But don't remember with that, you can upgrade your battery on that as well to give you further mileage. 17-inch is your seat width, and you've got a choice of 4 colours. That beautiful kind of sky blue, that grey, your mustard yellow, and black as well there. So the range does vary, of course, depending on your weight and the sort of terrains that you're on as well, because you can go over all sorts of different terrains on there. Scott, I wanted to ask you about the battery upgrade that we were talking about there.
Yeah.
Do lots of people go for that? Do you think that's a good thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, 10.5 miles is a long distance anyway. I wouldn't walk that, to be honest. But 16 miles, that is a very long distance, So you're going to get a good distance on that if you're going to go onto your Super Deluxes or even your Super Pluses. They will give you 16 miles.
Brilliant. So that's just upping that. Again, if you think that's something that you might need, remember when you are charging the battery, we're going to go into all of that, how super easy it is as we go through the show. You might be just sort of doing little top-ups. You may not be doing that 10.5 miles or the 16 miles at any one time. In terms of financing, because this is a considered purchase, isn't it?
Of course, yeah.
So do Local Mobility offer any of our customers any sort of finance options?
Yeah, so we have finance options available if you do need them as well. So they start from a minimum deposit of up to £500. A little bit more if you're going for a bigger model, which is £750. But basically, we offer at the moment a 0% interest, which basically gives you the chance to spread it over 12 or 24 months. With that deposit that you choose, but a minimum of £500 over that period of time to get you where you need to go. Unfortunately, you can't have any other offer to go with your 0% finance, but you do obviously get 0%.
That is fantastic, actually. So you've got that, 500 for your Standard, or if you're going for maybe the Super Deluxe, it's 750. That's your deposit. But then you have got the opportunity of literally what's left. You split it over however many months is workable for you, and really makes it affordable, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be able to add people that have said, "Oh yeah, I can pay for it outright," but if it's 0%,
why wouldn't you? You keep the pennies in your bank account. Absolutely. So we did look at that, and some of the things that we were looking at said ex-VAT, excluding VAT. Scott, why have we got the two prices there?
So the two prices there, and I'll be completely honest with you, Shona, we mostly do excluding VAT. Yeah. So, and that basically means if you've got any medical condition that stops you from walking a distance that you need a scooter for, you will then be VAT exempt, okay? Right. If you're buying a scooter because you don't have anything wrong with you, you will then have to pay VAT, okay? A lot of people need a scooter to get from A to B. So VAT exemption is... You're in that category. Absolutely.
So, I mean, you're going to probably know if you come under that category, but as Scott has quite rightly said, the majority of Local Mobility customers are going to be ex-VAT, excluding VAT. So that's the lower price that you're looking at whenever you're looking at the prices there. But if you are concerned about it or you have any questions, then do just make that phone call. Just pick the phone up, 800 012 4260. Of course, you can also go onto Luggie's website as well. I just want to talk through some of the features. We're going to go back to your Standard one. Remember, the ones that we're showing you, there are 2 of them here in the studio, but there are so many more on the website as well.
Find a new independence with the Luggie folding mobility scooter. The amazing portable mobility scooter that's easy to navigate, even in small, tight spaces. keep up with friends and family, and gain independence and confidence to start enjoying day-to-day activities again, like taking shopping trips independently, or even going on holiday with your family, as this powerful yet compact, lightweight travel scooter can be taken on trains, planes, buses and cruise ships. With up to 13 miles between charges, you are good to go almost anywhere. And with its adjustable steering column and comfy adjustable seat, you can fine-tune your Luggie to make sure you travel in comfort. It folds quickly and simply in under 30 seconds with no tools required, and can roll along conveniently like a suitcase on wheels. Plus, it is easy to lift and fits comfortably into most car boots for maximum accessibility when at your destination. Available in a range of sizes and a range of models to suit every need. And with finance packages available too, you're bound to find the right Luggie for you. So call today for a free home demonstration where you can try out your Luggie folding mobility scooter and also find out more about Local Mobility's amazing 5-star promise, including a fabulous 5-year warranty, first-class customer service and unrivaled after-sales service. If you need help with your mobility, now's the time to get a new lease of life with a folding mobility scooter from Luggie.
About having a new lease of life, isn't it? It's about opening the world, giving you your freedom, your independence, allowing you to be able to do all of the things that you really, really want to do. Super easy to actually make your order if you want to do that today. If you want to get in touch, just get in touch with the customer care team on 0800 012 4260. And there's your offers that are available exclusively via our partners at Local Mobility and Ideal World here. You're getting your free accessory pack, which is worth over £240. And that happens with all new Luggie orders. And again, amazing. I think this is fantastic. 3 months free insurance. Lots of people don't insure, but I don't know why you wouldn't. You know, it's something that you want to make sure that you've got that backup, that peace of mind. You're using it every day, aren't you? You have a lifetime limited warranty on all Luggies, a free UK delivery service as well, and those offers above apply to both VAT inclusive and VAT exclusive. And don't forget, of course, that if you were to order this by, say, 1 o'clock tomorrow, you'll get it by Thursday. That is incredible, isn't it? So it's next day delivery as long as you actually order it before 1 p.m. Just make sure you quote that IW2103. That's the 21st of March. So it shows that you are watching the show. Let's show you the accessories that you get as well. You get your car bumper mat. That's for getting in and out of your car without scratching your paintwork. Makes it super easy. You're going to see that live in the show. You get an in-car charger. You also get your backpack, which means that you can take everything that you need with you, but also you can pop your walking sticks in there as well, and a seat cushion, making it super, super comfortable to be on your Luggie. All of those total up to over £240 worth of kit there. Go to their website, allthews.luggiescooters.com, or you can go to ours, which is allthews.idealworld.tv. And you will also find a way to get actually through to Luggie Scooters that way. If you just click on to Watch Live, and there'll be a link there between through Watch Live. Now, obviously, all of our Luggies are foldable. Yep. But if people are thinking, well, am I going to be able to manage it? Is it super complicated? Have I got to take bits and pieces off? Obviously, this one's folded down at the moment, Scott. Yep. Is it going to take me ages to get it back and ready to go?
Absolutely not. And that's a good point that you made there. You don't need any tools. You don't need to get any tools at all to put this together. It is fully assembled. All you need to do is put the battery in, and then possibly arms if you get the other models, okay? So on the standard, what we've got here, I'm going to start folding this one down for you. So I've got the tiller up, so all I want to do is make sure I drop that tiller down. So there's 2 clamps again. So there's clamp number 1, drop it down, and clamp number 2, again, I'm just going to drop that down to the base. Now on the left-hand side of the scooter from where I am standing, there is a little keyring pull just here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we need to pull that keyring pull just out, edge the scooter away so the front 2 wheels open up.
Right.
Okay, and then you're going to push that down to the ground. Okay. Now, just on the back again, we're going to take that seat up. So, weight of the seat, so that small movement that you see just there, pull that red clip at the same time and lift up. Now, there are 2 seat positions. Seat position number 1.
Yeah.
Lift, weight of the seat, red clip, seat position number 2. Okay. Want to stop that bend from happening, so you've got the 2 chassis clips either side. So up and over and lock it in, up and over and lock it in. Okay, so both of those are now locked in, and we're taking that tiller up. Undo the clip in the middle, and I'm just going to spin this around. Sorry. And I'm going to pull this lever. Okay, so pull this lever, lift it all the way up, lock that back up, and then again, as we did at the start, take your 2 clamps up. Clamp number 1, clamp number 2, take it to the position that you want to have it. Use the lever that you use to pull the scooter and bring that in to wherever you feel comfortable having it close to you.
So it's completely adjustable, isn't it, to make sure how super easy it is. Obviously, you're taking that really nicely and slowly, so we can see how it works. But as you get used to it, or whoever's looking after you, helping you, gets used to it, it's going to be up and down in minutes, isn't it? It really is. 30 seconds, probably.
Yeah, 15 seconds you can do it.
Can you?
That's my record.
That's your record. If you manage to beat it, do write in and let us know. Key features. I mean, obviously, there are some brilliant things on here in terms of you're feeling in control and feeling safe, aren't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Talking about, obviously, your features on here, you've got the 4 wheels on the scooter. Some people get a bit worried, oh, there's 2 wheels there closer together, but that gives you a great turning circle. Tight spaces that you're in, you'll be able to get in and out. You won't need to worry about that. You've also got on here, so this is a maximum weight user of 18 stone. 18 stone, okay? 14.5-inch seat width that we've said. But this Standard makes it the lightest scooter that we have at 23 kilograms of weight, so around about 50 pounds in English money. And you've got the 2 colours on here as well. So the fancy Ferrari red that you're sitting on.
Ferrari red that I'm on here.
That's what I've called it.
You've called it Ferrari red, yeah.
That's
but I just wanted to see if I could show you that little that turning circle, because it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really,
yeah, I mean, if you feel daring, you could come through to me.
There. I mean, it's really clever, isn't it? Now, also, you've got the 2 different paddles, haven't you? So I was using this one to go forwards, and I'm just using this the other side, the left-hand side, to go back.
Yeah, left to reverse, right to accelerate.
And then when I take my hands off,
your brakes kick in. The magnetic brakes lock in inside your motor, so when you release the trigger, if you hear that click in when you push that in, that's your brakes unlocking and locking up.
Also, you do also have your little hare and tortoise, don't you?
Speed control, yep.
Which means if you
2
are...
to 4 miles per hour. I think you're on about 3 there.
So if you take it down that way to tortoise, then you can just, as you get more confident...
Yeah, so from when you're sitting down, if you turn it clockwise, it increases your speed.
Brilliant.
Anti-clockwise to decrease.
It's just great, isn't it? There's just so much packed in there to give you the opportunity to kind of get out and live your life. So this is the specifications of your Standard model, up to 18 stone, up to 12 miles. That is a blooming long way. It really, really is. In terms of you dealing with it as a weight, it's 50 pounds or 23 kilos. But there are really clever ways to get in and out of the car, and Scott is going to show you that in a minute. Your battery weight, so if you're wanting to take that into the house to charge it, for example, just 5.3 pounds. You've got a maximum speed of 4, which we just showed you with your little hare and tortoise. And your battery is a 10.5 amp there. You get your lifetime limited warranty there. Red. Ferrari red, as Scott is calling it, and your black as well. Now, if you are on our website, allthews.idealworld.tv, go all the way down, just scroll down your page. You might see some other bits and bobs that you like on the way. Click onto that, and that's going to take you onto the right page. If you go onto shop now, that will then direct you to Luggie's own website. Make sure that you use the offer code IW2103, not necessarily the one that just came up on the screen there. Really, the only reason for that is so that everyone knows that you are watching this show today. You can request your free brochure directly that way. You can make a phone call, or you can request your home demonstration. Remember, that's no obligation, via the website as well. Now, so we looked at the Standard. We're now looking at the Super Deluxe. So what is different about this one then, Scott?
Compared to the Standard, this goes up quite a bit in the range. So what you've got on here is the Super Deluxe. In terms of your features that we've gone through, your hand grips are going to be a little bit bigger as well. Your wheels are going to be a little bit bigger at the back, so it gives you a nice comfort cushion as well. It says a suspension on the front, so a front bar suspension and underneath the front 2 wheels. So what that does is that gives you a nice ride when you're on uneven surfaces or your terrain's pretty bad. It gives you a better ride, like grass, for instance. distance as well.
Oh, right, so if
Your
you're
arms,
out in a
sorry.
park or something, that's going to maybe make it feel a little more comfy.
Exactly, exactly. Your arms are included on this one as well. And what I did say to you outside, but you haven't actually tried, so this would be good to try. This has a speed sensor control. So when you turn your tiller, your speed reduces. So if you turn...
That's brilliant. That's clever. So you're
only
never
using
having
about
to think.
30% of the power in your motor then when you're using that turning signal. So it reduces the speed for you, making it a lot safer for you to ride as well.
Yeah, safer, but also you feel a little bit more in control, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
You're not having to think. It's like a smart sensor almost.
Exactly. It works even if you've got it on the lower speed as well. So low speed at 2 miles per hour it works, at high speed at 4 miles per hour it works, or anywhere in between.
And we have a wider seat with this as well.
17 inches on a seat width, yeah. A little bag underneath that's included as well. So you can pop your phone or your wallet in or whatever.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
So you can pop all those bits and pieces that you might need. You've got a little zip on there.
Some people put the charger in there, so when they go to a coffee shop, they'll stop halfway, charge it back up.
Now, speaking of which, you can actually upgrade your battery if you would like to. So this at the moment gives us a 10.5 mile range, which is a blooming long way, isn't it?
A very long way.
If you felt that you wanted to upgrade that distance, there is an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, with a 16.5 amp battery, that gives you an extra 16 miles on there as well.
Right, fantastic. Right, folding it down, we've seen that the standard is very, very easy, but this one here, that is this model folded
Exactly
up.
the same, yeah, exactly the same.
So we've got
do you want me to fold your one up, or do you want me to unfold this one?
We could unfold that one, couldn't we? So
sure, absolutely.
So you can see how it's all really neatly, if you were storing this under the stairs, maybe.
Exactly the same as your standard as well. So you've got your 2 clamps on your tiller bar. You just drop that down, number 1. And number 2, drops your tiller bar down. Again, standard from behind, you've got that key ring pull on the left-hand side. Pull that out, edge it away so the front 2 wheels open up. Okay, just like that. Drop the seat down to the ground. The weight of the seat and that red clip will give that seat up. Again, 2 seat positions. I've gone straight to the top. Do up the 2 chassis clips either side. That stops you having that bend in the middle. Undo the clip for your tiller. Pull your lever and your tiller bar comes up. Already you can see that the scooter's there. It's just now making it more comfortable for you. And adjusting your height on your tiller using the same 2 clips that we used at the beginning.
So at that point, this is about making it the right height, the right distance for you from the tiller.
Yeah, a good tip is having your arms at a 90-degree angle. Anything higher than that over a long period of time, your arms are going to get tired. Okay? Anything lower, you'll be okay, but it's going to be uncomfortable. Keep it at 90. That's my advice anyway. But we do this in demonstrations.
Let's have a little look at those specifications again. Sometimes it's easier to see it when it's actually written down, isn't it? You can see there, with your Super Deluxe, up to 25.5 stone, 10.5 miles. If you're going for your standard battery that comes included, if you want to do the battery upgrade, you can see that's at the bottom of the page there for an additional £199. That will upgrade it, giving you 16-mile range. Your battery is either the 10.5 or the 16.5 amp, depending on which one you're going for. And the weight of the model is 70 pounds or 32 kilos. 17-inch width on that seat, super comfy. Remember that the arms come included in there. Your limited lifetime warranty is there as well, and you did get it in 4 lovely colours as well. So now I just wanted to ask about the fact that we've got them, that they are foldable. Where are you going to keep it? You know, have a little think about your house. But I mean, here, this might be just an apartment with limited space, but you still pop it underneath the work surface and you're ready to go.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, storage for a lot of people is a lot of issues. Like, I mean, look how tiny that is, right next to your TV as well. You can store this anywhere. A lot of people I've been to, like, they have caravans or motorhomes and they store it inside there. No problems at all. Even people with tiny houses and small spaces in their hallways. Popping it behind the door, for instance.
Now, in terms of being able to open the world up, because that's what it's about our independence, it's about our freedom, isn't it, Scott?
Absolutely.
That's the great thing about the Luggie, is apart from a lot of other bulkier, more cumbersome mobility scooters that are out there, you can take this on your hollybops with you, can't you?
I mean, you've got the option, if you want to spend, let's say, a maximum of 1 minute on a slow day to get the scooter up and unfolded, or you can spend 5-10 minutes putting a scooter together. It's entirely up to you.
Remember, what Scott's talking about is there are other scooters out there that will come apart. So you take bits and pieces off and then it becomes like a jigsaw puzzle to put them back together again. Or the Luggie, remember, it stays as an entire unit but folds into that tiny little space, so that it makes it so much easier. And also, you know, in terms of getting onto a plane, you can get almost right to the door, fold it up, and you're onto the plane, onto the train, onto the coach, whatever it might be. And show you the difference in those two models that we are showing you in the studio. Remember, there are loads of other models that are available with local mobility as well. But the standard there, you get 18 stone. If you go for the Super Deluxe, 25.7, 25.5 stone there. Your range is 12 miles or 10.5 miles if you go for the Super Deluxe. But remember, you can go on the upgrade of the battery on the Super Deluxe, which will give you 16 miles there. You see width on your standard 14.5 inches and your Super Deluxe 17 inches. Choice of colours. If you're going for your standard, you have 2 colour choices. If you go for your Super Deluxe, you have 4 colour choices. Same type of battery if you're going for your standard batteries. But remember, if you did go for your upgraded battery on the Super Deluxe, it's a 16.5 amp. Now, speaking about the battery, though, Scott, I've got a couple of questions here. One is it easy? Am I, you know, have I got to keep it on the Luggie and find a power point near enough? Or can I take it with me? I have a sneaky suspicion I know the answer to that. See it in your hands now.
You can do both. You can do both. So as I said to you, your Supers already come with an off-board charger, okay? Yes. So they are included with the scooter. So you just pop it in there. It's like a docking station.
Oh, right, okay.
You plug the plug into the socket just there. 1 minute, let me open that for you. You plug it into the socket just there, plug it into the wall. It's about 2 meters cable, and then that charges up. So you'll know that when that's done. Alternatively, if you do want to charge it on the Luggie as well, we've put this battery back, and I'm going to show you how to put the battery in as well, because if you do this wrong, it might pop out. Okay. So you just put it in almost back to front, if you like. So I'm going to hit the lip just there, okay? And I'm going to bring it down and push down until that clicks into place, okay? So I know that now that's not going to go anywhere.
Proper clunk of confidence, that, isn't it?
The clunk of confidence, I love that. I'm going to use that, that's brilliant. And then you've got a little charging point just next to your battery on here as well. So again, same principle, plug it into the wall, 3-pin plug, 13 amp socket, into your scooter, charges up. Charge time's really quick on here. It's about 2 hours. 2 to 3 hours on a single charge from completely flat. From flat. Yeah.
So I suppose, you know, pertinent to what's going on at the moment for all of us, you know, we're all a little bit concerned about energy bills and that kind of thing. Yeah. So is it going to cost me a lot of money to run this and charge this up?
Brief answer is no.
No, good.
No, it's not going to charge. When you look at it thinking that you're going to charge this one up, you're talking what, about between 300 and 360 ish kilowatts. You put on an oven, that's about 2,500 kilowatts per unit as well. So you're thinking about how much you're going to charge here. You'd have to turn on your oven 3 or 4 times to. Charge this 3 or 4 times to match what your oven's taking in one go.
So, I mean, if you put yourself a baked potato in the oven, it's not going to take anywhere near as long as that, or the wattage to actually charge up your Luggie. Now, I noticed on these 2 models, and obviously there are other models available, a slightly different way of knowing when my battery is running out. I'm not going to get caught short on either of them.
No, all of the scooters have an indication of when your battery is running low. On the standard, you have your sort of battery gauge that you've got here, and that will basically just make sure that when your battery goes down, it will go down into the reds. There's a little red needle just on that side. Yeah. Okay. Now, on your Supers, Super Deluxes, you do have, and I'm just going to bring this around, and hopefully we can see this a little bit, an LED display. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this down and switch this on. Your switch, by the way, is just underneath there. So there's 4 green lights, 4 amber lights, and 3 red lights. When your battery starts running out, that will go into the red. You've got about 20% left, and put that on charge.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Remember, these are exclusive offers that we've got for you via our partners at Local Mobility, and they are only available on this show. So you've got your free accessory pack that comes with it, up to just over £240 worth of accessories that you've got in there. That's your fantastic little rucksack. You've also got your cushion, you've got your in-car charger, and you've also got your mat to get you into the car as well. Now, what I really like about this is, oh yes, and you also get your limited lifetime warranty, get free UK delivery, and you also got your 3 months worth of free insurance available there as well. Maybe make sure that you quote IW2103, and you can phone them on 0800 012 4260. Let's just show you those accessories again, because I made a bit of a mouthful of that. There you go, you've got your car bumper mat, you've got your in-car charger, you've got your backpack, and you've got your seat cushion there as well. Now, let's just have a little look at this, because we were talking about being able to go out to events, or maybe going out to meet friends for dinner, or going for a coffee. This is brilliant, isn't it? Because you can actually do this, because you're actually straight underneath the table. You're not asking anyone to move things out of the way, help you get into place. You'll actually be able to achieve all of this as well, because, again, of these brilliant features, being able to reduce the height of the handlebars.
Exactly. So straight to the car, from the car, sorry, to the restaurant, if you like, and straight underneath the table. You don't need to swap seats.
Yeah, it might be that christening, might be that wedding that's coming up, and give you access to that. Now, we're going to go out into the garden in a moment and show you getting this into the car. But before we do that, let's have a look at the features of this one, your standard Luggie.
Find a new independence with the Luggie folding mobility scooter. The amazing portable mobility scooter that's easy to navigate, even in small, tight spaces. Keep up with friends and family and gain independence and confidence to start enjoying day-to-day activities again, like taking shopping trips independently or even going on holiday with your family, as this powerful yet compact, lightweight travel scooter can be taken on trains, planes, buses and cruise ships. With up to 13 miles between charges, you are good to go almost anywhere. And with its adjustable steering column and comfy adjustable seat, you can fine-tune your Luggie to make sure you travel in comfort. It folds quickly and simply in under 30 seconds with no tools required, and can roll along conveniently like a suitcase on wheels. Plus, it is easy to lift and fits comfortably into most car boots for maximum accessibility when at your destination. Available in a range of sizes and a range of models to suit every need. And with finance packages available too, you're bound to find the right Luggie for you. So call today for a free home demonstration where you can try out your Luggie folding mobility scooter and also find out more about Local Mobility's amazing 5-star promise, including a fabulous 5-year warranty, first-class customer service and unrivaled after-sales service. If you need help with your mobility, now's the time to get a new lease of life with a folding mobility scooter from Luggie.
This is what it's all about, isn't it? About the fact that, you know, it's a really lovely day now. It's starting to get that opportunity where we can get outside, where we can go and meet our friends, where we can go out into parks, into gardens. And the great thing about this is quite unlevel. It's not very even around here, but the fact that we've got this amazing turning circle that I can get out and about. I can even go onto the grass here, and I know I don't even have to worry about the fact that this is going to tip over. Maybe you've got a ramp in your property. Maybe you've got, you know, raised beds in your gardens where you actually want to get right up to them and start, you know, continuing with your gardening. This is what Luggie do for you. They open the world up and give you that opportunity. Now, Scott, we talked about the fact that they've even thought about all these wonderful things to make sure that we're not damaging our cars. I love the fact that in our accessory pack we've got this little bumper mat. Yeah,
so your bumper mat, on the back side of that you've got a rubber fill on there, so that's going to stick to the back of your car, okay? So that's going to be fine. And then on the top side you've got felt.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to rest the wheels on that car, on the bumper mat, and then you're going to push it in now, which I'm about to show you, okay?
Right.
Okay, I always put this to the left-hand side because I'm right-handed, so it makes it easier.
Yep.
So I'm going to lift up the scooter, rest it on the back of the car like so. If it does need to slide back a bit, which we don't need to on this one, you just put your foot underneath, okay? Then I'm going to take the back of the scooter on the bar here, and I'm going to just edge it up to the car, okay? Let the car take the weight, so you're not lifting the full weight of 23 kilograms. And I tell you what, you've got a really big car here. You could even get 2 in there.
That is the first time that my car has had any substantial amount of luggage. Now, I mean, obviously you made that look relatively simple, and of course,
Yes.
as you say, there are moments where that kind of axle point and the car's taking the weight.
Yeah.
But if perhaps people at home are thinking, I'm never going to be able to achieve that,
Yeah.
have Local Mobility thought of anything else that might help?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a number of options as well for you, but mainly is the option is a hoist.
Okay.
We supply hoists as well. We can fit them. We've got our own engineers that we can go out into anywhere in the UK as well to help out. And basically what that means is that we'll have to assess your car at a home demonstration, see if we can fit your hoist into the car. If you can, brilliant, we'll get that sorted out for you and the engineer will come out.
So it's all about, I mean, and I think as we've gone through the programme, it's become really obvious that it's all about, especially for Local Mobility, it's all about making sure that you have the access to the life that you want, to be able to get the freedom, to have that independence as well. So let's take it out. Let's
sure.
imagine we've got somewhere that we want to go. We're going out for lunch, maybe we've gone to the garden centre.
Absolutely. So the best way to do this is almost take the heavier side of it, but you're not going to be lifting. Use the car as leverage, okay? So front bit up. Again, use the car if you need to. Stop wherever you need to. Let the car take the weight of the scooter. When you're ready, watch that front wheel come up and over the mat, and then you just wheel away, drop down, and then it's a case of unfolding your scooter and away you go, okay? So what I'll do is I'll just unfold this now. So weight of the seat, red clip, and lift your seat up. Tiller, undo that lever and pull, and then you've got your 2 heights to adjust the height on your scooter, and away you go. Okay?
You can see, can't you? You can absolutely see why this, well, Luggie as a brand and the mobility scooters that they give you are literally loved all over the world. It's really obvious, but if you are still in any doubt, have a look at some lovely, happy customers loving, enjoying their Luggie all over the world.
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous too. It's been a really long time I haven't seen him since.
Hi, I'm wondering if you guys could help me?
Wow! You ready? Yes, let's do it!
Can't believe you made it.
Joshua!
I miss you so much.
I missed you too.
I do love that little bit of film because that is what it's all about, isn't it? It's all about the fact that get to see the people that you love.
It's about family, yeah.
Yeah, and get to be where you want to be. Your life shouldn't suddenly become smaller just because your mobility has changed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We need to get you out. We need to get you out living and enjoying life, and that's exactly what you get when you get your Luggie from Local Mobility. Remember, in terms of financing your Luggie, there are interest-free options that are available for you from down to just a minimum of £500 if you're going for your standard. That gives you the opportunity to get this home and split the cost interest-free over 12 to 24 months. So let's just show you some of those options that we've got for you there. And this is the offer that you get with our show. Now, you've got your free accessory pack that's worth over £240 there, and that comes with all new Luggie orders. Now, the reason I say that is because, remember, I did say that there are pre-loved versions, but your accessory pack and your 3 months insurance, that comes with new models, okay? So your 3 months free insurance is included with your new models as well, as is your limited lifetime warranty as well on all of your new Luggies as well. Free UK delivery to your door, as is those home demos as well, and those offers apply to both VAT and inclusive and exclusive. Now, once you've made the decision, you know, you've decided to invest in your in being able to get out and enjoy life.
Yep.
What happens? Are you on your own after that, or do you get some backup from Luggie?
Yeah, backup. We're like superheroes. No, but we are seriously there. If there are any issues whatsoever, we get calls about people. I've forgotten how to switch it on. Don't worry, we're there for you. No question is ridiculous. We are there 100%. Okay?
And also, I suppose that another thing is, obviously it is battery operated, but I've got a battery car. We just looked at it. You still, if we have a car, we have servicing and we look after it. What about that? What about that with our Luggie?
Yeah, so we always recommend a service every year, like you would a car, for instance. We can do that for you. We can either come to your house, or we can pick it up by courier and do it with us. So you've got two options there.
So if you were to take it away, how long would I be without it?
That will be about 3 to 4 days, but we try and work really quick. So we know that the Luggie is going to be important to you.
Brilliant. So everything that you would worry about, all of those little issues, if you've got little niggles as well, you never feel that you can't pick the phone up, that you can speak to someone. And remember, for our exclusive deal that we have with Local Mobility and your Luggie, you are getting this free accessory pack there, worth over £240 ex VAT there as well. And you have absolutely nothing to lose, because this genuinely is free, no obligation home visit from someone like Scott, who or one of your two other colleagues,
John or Alan,
will come to your house, take you through everything. It's just that first step, isn't it? Pick up the phone today and see whether you can open that world, see if you can get all of that freedom, that independence back in your life. Scott, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you to you as well.
Step.
Sally is up. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Shona. We have got fashion clearance happening next. So if you want to be piling your basket up high and getting loads of new clothes, you want to be joining me for the next show. I'll see you next. It's fantastic. They're going to be wheeling the clothes in just a minute.
Shopping with FlexiPay is as simple as shop, click and enjoy. When you buy that must-have item, you can spread the cost over 2, 3 or even 4 interest-free flexible payments. That means no fees, no interest and no waiting. Shop today with FlexiPay.
We bring you the latest styles, the boldest prints and the brightest colours, all at prices you'll adore. From seasonal events to that must-have look, we know what you love and we bring it to you in style. Find your perfect fit as we offer wardrobe essentials and statement fashion in our dedicated shows. Get that new outfit feeling with fashion from Ideal World.
Do you feel strongly about who should inherit and benefit from your hard work when you're no longer here? Simpler Law offer a personal, professional and easy-to-understand will planning service that means your wishes are clearly documented and, where possible, are legally binding. Simpler Law's highly trained and qualified estate planning consultants will be able to assist you throughout the whole process, providing you with appropriate advice until you are completely satisfied with the decisions you've made. Simpler Law, doing ordinary things extraordinarily well.
For over 20 years, Ideal World has been the home of big brands, skincare collections, latest fashion trends, special gifts for that special occasion, perfect solutions for cleaning, DIY and technology, plus everything you'll need for your home and garden. Available on all major service providers. Watch us live on ITV and now STV between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m, where you can watch all your favourite Ideal World shows live.
It's our flash sale. Incredible products every 24 hours. Like these Calvin Klein jean trainers, $29.99. Don't miss our flash sale.
Oh, it's a mad thing. Yo, too much love, it's a mad thing. Yeah, my whole team winning, we be blazing. Yo, pure energy, we be praising. Like, watch them, watch as the team rolls